How do I, as a medical clinic or a med spa, get as many high quality patients through the door as possible in 2025? Now, this is going to be divided into 4 parts. First 2 parts being about lead generation, and then the rest being about the lead conversion. Having said that, let's dive deep into the part 1. Alright, before we dive in, let's tackle the game-changing question that pretty much sets everything in motion. What exactly does a high-quality HQ patient look like? Is it someone who just shows up for their appointment? No. Is it someone who pays the full price without negotiating? Still no. So who is it then? It's someone who not only happily pays the full price, but also invests in your high-ticket treatments, climbs your value ladder, and becomes your biggest fan. They rave about their experience online and cannot wait to refer their friends to you. Now that's a high-quality patient. Just imagine having all of your patients like that. Wouldn't that be amazing? So now that we know what a high-quality patient looks like, the big question is, how do we book as many patients like that as possible? Part 1, brief version, lead generation. People buy from people they trust, know, and like. Heavy emphasis on trust. Why? Well, you might like your grandma, hopefully you do, but let's be honest, you wouldn't go to her for lip fillers, right? However, if you trust someone to solve your specific problem, whether it's smoothing wrinkles, sculpting your jawline, or filling out your lips, this doesn't really matter, you won't think twice about booking that procedure unless you can't afford it or your health or surgery won't allow it. And that is exactly why the highest quality leads come from referrals. Friends and family of the patients you have already worked your magic on. They trust their friends, and when their friends tell them they trust you, that trust is automatically transferred. By the time they book their appointment, they already trust you and feel like they have known you forever. The only downside to referrals, there's never quite enough of them to keep your calendar fully booked. That's why you need to expand your reach. Get in front of as many people as possible who have never visited your clinic before, but are actively searching for the treatments you offer. Okay, but how do I do that? You do that by running meta ads on Facebook and Instagram. But here's the harsh truth. Meta ads don't work for most med spas. And here's why. Most med spas make crucial mistakes when they run their ads, such as having a weak ad creative, stock image ads, no clear CTA, weak or no offer at all, promoting posts instead of actually running ads, no lead form or a poorly designed form, no compelling text, just bland, self-centered content that is all about you, not enough about a patient, overloading with no emojis or personality, hard to digest or hard to understand text that doesn't grab attention, targeting the wrong audience, using Advantage Plus placement and other ad settings that just line Meta's pockets, avoiding testing different ad variations. This only leads to you burning your hard-earned money without seeing anything in return. Okay, so what should I do instead? You should craft a result-driven ad. Here's an example. Now, let me tell you a bit more about this ad. The cost per lead, or CPL, we achieved was $9. That shows you how much you pay Meta for your ads to generate a single lead. Now, for those of you who don't know, a lead is someone who has shown interest in your treatment and gave you their name, phone, email, and answered a few of your qualifying questions. Now, the reason why this ad is so profitable is because the cost per lead was really low, $9. It's a really good CPL, especially for treatment that's $500. Because if you close 1 out of 5 leads, which is 20% close rate, you can make 11 times what you spent on your ads. So if you are a med spa spending $2,000 on ads, the single ad could generate you about $22,000 in revenue. And that's excluding future touch-ups and upsells. So how do I craft result-driven ad? So first of all, let's start with the ad creative. That's the picture or the video you use. What works really well is before and after photos. Just showcase the transformation from the treatment you're promoting. When it comes to video, you should capture client's reaction. This works amazingly, especially if the client's reaction is positive. Then document the client's journey before and after appointment, or you could also do a talking head video of a nurse educating on the treatment with b-roll footage of the procedure and before and after shots of some of your clients. Now you need a strong hook that grabs attention and piques curiosity right from the start, because if you can't stop someone from scrolling, then your ad is not going to work. You need to avoid using stock footage. This is a big no-no. Now, you need to hook viewers fast, as I mentioned before, and the best way to do this is that they should see something that resonates with the pain points, so what they have been dealing with or what they have been facing, or show them the desired results they want to achieve. And ideally, do both. Keep it simple. Do not clutter your ad creative with too much text. It can make the image look smaller and a lot harder to read. And for the same reason, avoid using Canva templates and themes. Now, when it comes to using slogans, you could use something short in your ad that resonates with the treatment you're advertising and the results your dream clients desire, but you need to make it short, simple. Do not use big words. Most Americans can't read past the 6th grade reading level, and it has to be something easy to notice. Now, you need to use consumer psychology to know what color, font, size, and background color to use. I'll talk more about this later. Now, the main goal of your ad creative is to trigger the right emotions in the viewer, compelling them to stop scrolling and click on your CTA, sometimes even before they have read the ad copy. Now, when it comes to the ad copy, this is where most MEDSPAs fail. People don't care about your fancy words or your perfect grammar. The truth is, most people don't want to read long, boring paragraphs, especially if they are hard to understand or don't grab their attention. As I mentioned before, average American can't read past 6th grade reading level. If you don't believe me, just go and look it up. Keep it simple and direct. Use emojis to break up the text and keep things more engaging. Use spacing to make it a lot easier to read and understand. Tell a story that resonates with their emotions. Don't just talk about you. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Show empathy for their struggles and let them know you understand them. Remember, people buy based on emotion and then justify with logic. So paint a picture of their ideal outcome, whatever it may be. For example, them having the lips they have always dreamt of. And it's not just about the full lips, but also about the compliments and all the confidence that goes with it, right? And no more feeling self-conscious. By now, you should already know that it's not the product you sell that people care about, it's what the product does for them. But before that, remind them of the pain or frustration they have been through or they have been dealing with. Amplify the problem so they're more likely to seek the solution you offer. You see, the bigger the gap you can make between where they are now and where they want to be, the easier it will be for you to sell them. So that's why you need to rub some salt in their wounds. As I said, the bigger you make the problem, the easier it becomes to sell the solution. You can use client reviews or mention how many people you have helped to build social proof. You know, if so many people trust you, you must be good, right? There's a reason why so many people trust you, because you're good. This is called bandwagon effect. Now, focus on you, not we. It's all about the patient, not you. They don't care about you. The only thing they care about is what is in it for them. They don't care about your vocabulary, your grammar. They don't care. Add a strong hook, urgency, scarcity, your unique offer, and a clear call to action. Keep it real, relatable, and emotionally compelling. Now, when it comes to the ad headline, well, the maximum you can use is 40 characters. Then you can't really see the entire headline. And I would advise you to do no more than 28 characters when it comes to the headline. You need to call out your dream clients, your ideal clients, and their struggles. Use a question that answers with yes. Mention your unique offer. Call out people in your area and redirect them to the CTA button. Now, remember, this was just the brief version of part 1 on how to book high quality patients. And this literally, I genuinely mean it. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So if you want to find out more, feel free to send me a message on my Instagram, which is MIROBEDERBIZ. And I'm happy to help. See you soon.